it's the Book Caterpillar here today, and I am here with a book tag. So all of you are probably wondering, like, what even is the title of this video? Like, how do you even say that? Well, it's called Dschinghis Khan, and Dschinghis Khan is actually a band from like 1979 to 1985-ish. So one thing that a lot of people probably don't know about me is that I take German classes in school, and I love German. And one of my favorite bands is Dschinghis Khan. They sing in German and Spanish and Dutch, and the band members are from Hungary and Holland and South Africa and Germany, and just they're crazy. So anyway, since I love Dschinghis Khan and I love books, I thought I would do a book tag about them. So I'm going to be putting pictures up around me while I do this so you guys know who they are and what they look like, and I'll link some of their songs down below. So they have like Moscow, Hachi Hal of Omar, Corrida, Dschinghis Khan, Rocking Son of Dschinghis Khan. So I'll leave some of them down below. But for this specific book tag, I'm going to just do a book based off of each person. So I'm going to hope this works. I know a lot of people probably don't know who they are, so I'll try and give a little description about each person. Okay, so the first person is Steve Bender. He is also known as the bald guy in the group. He's from Germany, and since he's the only one that's from Germany, I thought name a book that was written by somebody that's in your country or your state, so someone that's from where you live. For this one, I went with F. Scott Fitzgerald and The Great Gatsby. F. Scott is from Minnesota, and that's where I'm from, so yeah. The next person is Leslie Mondoki, who is from Hungary. I will put a picture of him somewhere. As you can see, he has this long hair and mustache, and he hasn't changed at all, since then. He looks exactly the same. So for this one, I'm doing name a book that was slow moving but impressed you the whole way through. I've picked A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. That book was kind of slow moving, and it was a little hard to understand, but I loved it the whole way through. And by the way, this is not all Tale of Two Cities. This is 5 of Charles Dickens' novels in one, not to confuse you. Okay. The next one is Wolfgang Heikel, who happens to be married to another band member that I'll talk about in a minute. But Wolfgang is this sassy guy, so I'm going to do, for this one, a book that has a sassy, spunky main male character. And for this one, I'm going with Death from The Book Thief. I don't know if he's necessarily a he, Death, but I felt like his character was really sassy. So yeah, there's that. The next person in the group is Henriette Heikel. And Henriette and Wolfgang were married for about 10 years, and then they broke up, but they're married. And she was the youngest in the group. She was 26-ish when they started. So for this one, I'm doing name a book that was written by an author that was under 30 at the time of the publication. So I went with Divergent for this one. I haven't actually read this book, but I know that Veronica Roth was youngish 20s, I think, when she wrote this. So it fits. Okay, the next member is Lewis. And Lewis is from South Africa, and he dances for the group. He does sing occasionally, but he was originally known as just a dancer. So for this one, I'm doing name a main character that dances. Flowers in the Attic, Kathy Dollyganger is a dancer, and that goes throughout this whole series. Kathy is a ballerina, so I thought, hey, if the shoe fits. This last member happens to be my favorite member. Her name is Adina Pop. She is from Hungary, and I just adore her. She's so adorable. She was around 38, 39 when the group started, and she is so good at dancing and singing and performing. She's very professional. So for this one, I'm doing name a book that has excellent writing, and I am going with Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. This one had beautiful writing. It's about World War II, and it was just so beautiful. It's just great. It's like Adina. They're just great. So for the final one, I'm doing Dschinghis Khan, the band as a whole. Name a book series that blew you away. For this one, I'm doing Girl Waits with Gun by Amy Stewart. So I have only read the first book in this series. I know there's a second one that's coming out in paperback in a month, so that's when I'll get that. But this book, I was actually really surprised. It's about 1914, and these three women live in a house together, and they actually get in a carriage car accident, and they try and sue the person that hit them, and it just doesn't really go well. But anyway, this book just actually blew me away, and the band blows me away. And one of the things that they say about the band is like the reason that they're called Dschinghis Khan, which is like Genghis Khan, and they say that Genghis Khan took the Mongolian world by surprise, and they took the music world by surprise. This took the book world by surprise. Well, that's it for this book tag. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you check out their music. It's really funny. It's really good. Yeah, so I'm not going to tag anybody. I know a lot of people usually tag people. That's why it's called a tag video. But, I mean, I don't really know anybody that knows Dschinghis Khan. But if you know Dschinghis Khan and you like books and you want to make this video, go right ahead and do it. So that's all I have to say. Cheerio!
Wir sitzen alle im selben Boot, ladi ladi okay. Wir sitzen alle im selben